Hey guys, this is Haram speaking, and today in the second episode of Season 2, Dickie McSpeck, now being a team member of the United Healthcare American team, because America and hamburgers. He's already missing his currywurst. Also, he got a call from the sponsors urging him to drop a little bit of weight, but he doesn't like that. So he just leveled up to show his power, and look at what he got. Acceleration +3. This is exactly where we left off. So let's take a look at what is coming up on our schedule. First of all, the training. We have the Dubai Grand Prix, and then a rest day, and then we have the Route of Qatar. All pancake flat, it seems. So that should be basically a sprinter's paradise. But the thing is, the big sprinters will be there. As you can see there, it is a tour type and then .HC, which means out of category. And those are really big races where prominent people are showing up, usually in really shit form, but really shit form is still much better than just being Dickie McSpeck. So it doesn't help us much. Then, you don't have to really pay attention to this fitness curve here, because that doesn't really take into account the inter-race day recovery. But we should be having these two at a lower effort level, because otherwise our fitness levels will just explode. And we still have a long pre-season to go. So maybe we even want to drop this one off a little bit towards just a 2 to not get beyond 80 or even close to it. There are plenty of those there already. So let's keep this at a steady form. And let's take a look at the schedule as well. So we have, after the Tour of Oman, or Route of Oman, which has one mountain stage in it, we do have 3 small classics and a week completely free where there's no race coming. We could place... this one was the one which was right here, so we can't write that. But we want to pretty much dominate the route of Normandy, as we weren't really able to do that the first time around. But now with our better stats, that should be possible. And yeah, so let's go ahead and write the Grand Prix of Dubai. Oh shit, look at these stats. This is our competition, and here you can clearly see why this is an out of category race. Sprinting 80 and acceleration 82. Well, this is Mark Cavendish, who is currently on the Tour de France, winning like 3 or 4 stages already. Pretty good dude. So McSpeck with his 74 and 79, although pretty impressive on paper, doesn't stand a chance. So he might want to try to attack on the final kilometers, to not go up against Cavendish directly at least.
The profile of this race is quite flat. Expect a fast pace from the peloton.
Yay, look at that. We have a race day condition of +3. That isn't too bad. Let's take a look at the stage. Well, it's a pancake. And McSpeck likes pancakes. Although he nowadays likes a little bit of hills as well. Probably the size of, let's say, blueberries on said pancakes, with a little bit of ice cream. And potentially added sugar on top, as I know McSpeck. This has been a really nervous start to the stage, and that's usually a sign of quality in the peloton. And they have been going at it reasonably hard, but we managed to hang on there with being limited to 60 effort, just about at least. And there's not much wind either today, so not much of a risk to be hanging back there and potentially being cut off by crosswinds. So not much risk. But anyway, we are nicely situated now in the peloton, and we are just riding down the distance to the goal. And it's 95 kilometers left to go, or 100 for us. Whoop! That was close, but we didn't catch any of the fallen riders there. That was really close to Max Speck though. I'm glad he survived that. Whoa, now they are really moving and we are already at the back of the peloton, so let's try to hang on with 70. I think that should be enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. What I find really dicky, pun intended, is that whenever there's a big crash, it feels like, yeah, and now let's accelerate so that those bastards who just crashed don't come back. Quite the opposite is true in real life, where they actually are usually quite good sports and just wait for those who just took a tumble to come back into the peloton before putting their... Oh, wow. That is bad. They are just escaping before putting the pedal to the metal, no, to the bottom. And what is going on here? Is this a sprint train forming or something? You should take this position. Let's follow him. 20 kilometers out, that's a long distance to start a sprint train. But they seem to be happy to be doing that, so let's see where this leads us. We should have enough resistance to keep up this high pace. But why are they riding to the side? Let's follow him instead.
"15 kilometers remaining."
Yeah, that's a good option, it seems. He brought us all the way to the front. He's a decent sprinter, but not really good. It's good to have a wheel though, but we have to watch out for him just dropping away. He's trying to form a lead-out train. Let's see, for whom? This guy? Yes, for this guy. Let's try to take his wheel instead. Whoa! He just got wasted. I don't know why. Maybe I have magical telekinesis powers and just threw a stick into his spokes. But now we're following him, aren't we? 10 kilometers left. The speed is still very high, so we can't attack. Definitely not. It's just going far too quickly. We would have to have like flat 80 or something in order to pull that off. So now let's get ready with our Speck bar. We're moving so fast, 8 kilometers before the finish. That should be in effect right at the finish, basically. We are very well positioned up front here. Like 7th position or something. 6th position. Yes, there's this little group of sprinters forming. Alright, now the bacon bar has been activated. Let's see, we still have a reasonably good position here. Let me zoom in a little bit. But not without me dropping focus. So, okay, that's 3.3 kilometers left to go. He is a really good sprinter too. But can I get... Oh! Can I get over here is the question. Oh, now you really have to follow Mr. Speck. And now they are going. They even counted as an escape group now because they were going so fast. Let's see, 2 kilometers left to go. I definitely can't sprint from here. And he up front here. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So this sprinter basically just hits sprint and he follows his wheel until he's burnt out and then launches his own sprint. And the same thing is going to happen with those two. So I try to stick to them. Although they are the weaker pair, I would much rather prefer to be at his wheel, although I potentially wouldn't be able to follow it. So maybe that is the better choice. Oh, what's happening now? 1.5 kilometers. Why is Max Speck suddenly being alone? the ruffian, Ruffoni. So, Max Speck, are you sprinting now already? Who's this guy? Oh, he's really good as well. So let's take his wheel instead. Yeah, that was a good choice. Look at that. Max Speck, 0.5 kilometers and sprint. No, Max Speck isn't faster than him. But considering the competition, Max Speck being 6th on the stage definitely isn't shabby. So could have been better. We still had a little bit of a sprint bar left. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Now that is good news. A race day condition of +4 even. Max Speck is doing very well in this early season. So let's take position up front and just ride it out and see what we can do today. Lots of these stats won't help us much, apart from maybe the stamina and the flat riding. And the sprint +1 certainly doesn't hurt us either.
The pack's deficit is being cut back.
The escape group has been riding very hard today and still has a minute 25 lead over the pack at 22 kilometers left. So they will be railed in pretty easily, but we, as a result of this, are rather far back and we need to get into position in time. So let's aim for up front here and see if Max Speck can't catch up a little before the end stages. That is looking very good. Definitely the flat plus to flat helps here. And overall, as you can see, the green bars of our teammates are reasonably empty. So it has been pretty hard riding overall. And that is to the advantage of someone who has a good race day condition, because you get twice the bonus, or almost twice the bonus, to your stamina and resistance. So we should be doing pretty well in the final sprint compared to others who don't have a bonus to race day condition. And in this curvy section, just let me try if I can get to the front at a big speed advantage. I do have all the resistance I need, so I can invest a little bit into that. But I would like to see if I could potentially stage an escape. But at 90, I'm not really getting away, so no, I'm not going to do that. So let's take position up front again and get back some of that resistance lost there. And now we want to follow the winner of yesterday's stage, if possible. We didn't get his wheel though. No, he doesn't want to. Come on. Nah, maybe if we just cut off his team members like... Perfect. Alright, so now we can follow him. Isn't that a good tactic? Just ram his team members and... like this, and now we catch his wheel. Yes, there we are. Easy peasy. Make way, Max Speck is coming through. Now we have the best wheel in the peloton. We just need to see to it that we keep it. Oh, and I totally forgot the Speck bar. Damn it. Okay, well, triggering it now won't help, so we have to race naked without our superpower bar. Let's see what we can do with the correct wheel being in front of us. He's going too early, I think. Let's see what ratings he has. He's really good though. So let's see what the favorite does.
And the final sprint is off.
No, I lost his wheel. Someone got in there. So let's follow him instead. And whoa, they are so fast. And Max Speck. No, too much currywurst. Oh, that wasn't good. I had so much sprint bar left. I always underestimate on how fast the last kilometer is over. So, damn it. And this sudden move of the leader getting rid of us wasn't good either. He only came in 6th position. So today's best wheel would have been Mark Cavendish, basically. Okay, I'm a little confused here. Does this look like a flat stage to anyone? I don't think it does. Not to me, at least. And I don't think the sprinters will be winning. So, let's see. Are there... Yeah, well, there are a few hill experts in here. So they will definitely have a chance. But maybe an escape group is getting through too. But this is a really long stage, so a good race day condition would help. But now we've wasted our +4 in the last stage already. Wow, okay, another +4 race day condition. Speck really likes the early season. But look at this. What? What? That is a pure puncher stage. That final climb is insane. Now we start getting into the terrain, which is pretty difficult. As you can see, very much rolling hills. There's not much flat in between. So, and no big downhills or longer downhill sections either. Apart from this one, which is of the non-critical first hill here. And yeah, I don't know. This will be tough. I don't know how quickly they will ride this last section. The escapees are 3 minutes 30 in front of us, and I try to rubber band across the first one as well as possible, and I'm positioned well in front, so I hope it doesn't really damage too much of my resistance bar to stick to the field. The first hill was no problem whatsoever. I didn't even lose any resistance there and was well positioned right again after we entered the downhill. But now comes a section which is much worse, so I shall try to get a position a little bit further up just to make sure that we enter this super steep section among the first riders.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely
But now they are riding super hard. I don't know if I can keep up with that. And now comes the first real cracker on this stage. There's not even a mountain jersey points on top, because that would be a thing that would be in order. But no, it isn't. Let's get moving here along the side. Move all the way up. Yes, there we are, and it is super steep. 12.9, 13, 14% almost. Now we try to keep up front because they might just break off. Whoa, look at the downhill. It's super steep. Now we can regain a little bit of this resistance we lost in this downhill. Very nice. But the next one is coming up right away. And maybe I should attack this one the same way. This worked out really well. So let me 75 into this one. Yes, it's super steep. 12%. But Speck can ride hills now. Almost. No, Speck, don't lead the peloton. Don't pull the peloton. You should calm down a little bit. Although this gets definitely rid of Cavendish, because he can't ride up these hills as fast. Unless he has a really good race day condition. What is this fan doing there? It's like standing in the middle of the peloton. That's not how it's supposed to go. One advantage of kind of leading the pack up the hill is that you get the most rest after it. Oh, is Speck actually escaping them? It looks like it. So let's just fall back again.
The pace seems much too high for many riders.
Yeah, that's much better. And there are groups forming already of those riders who couldn't follow. So the pace has been really high up these hills. And Speck is doing very well. Look at how much green bar he has left after 175 kilometers. And his resistance bar is almost fully back to where it should be. So my plan here is to hang on with this main peloton as far as possible up this super steep slope. We want to be among the first to be up there. Now starts the slope, so I'm riding into it hard. Try to stay up front. But now, oh, look at what speeds they are riding at. These are all the hill guys, and they're just getting away from me. Are they? No, not quite, because we were really well positioned up front. Now we have a little breather here, but there are just 8 kilometers left to go. So now I crack my back and bar. We will definitely need it. And now we have a little bit of downhill, and then comes this wall. We have to ride up right at the end. So I take position up front and hope I can get back a little bit of resistance, but it doesn't look like it because they're riding really hard now. I'm actually not so sure about following anyone here right away. This guy definitely would be a good wheel to have. On the other hand, they might be not moving into the final climb at the right pace, so maybe I want to go it alone once the road starts rising. Let me follow this guy for a moment and see how it goes. We are getting closer to... Oh yeah, they're moving away. That's good that I have the rear wheel right there. The bacon bar is active. And now comes the... Let's see. Oh yes, we are very far up front. Oh, let's see here. Speck is going well. But they are moving so quickly right now that we are already losing most of our sprint bar. And now at the kilometer mark, I think it starts rising. So what we are going to do here is just, I guess, sprint. Go, go, go. Sprint up the mountain. And whoa, that guy has some power in him. So 99%. Go, 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 Speck. Cavendish, no! No! Why are you so fast? This is going slowly. 15 kilometers an hour. That's not very realistic. Alright, 7th place. And again, Sonny won the race. This is a rather stiff competition. But at least we can say that it won't get much worse than this. So that's a thing. These are the best riders in the world we are competing against right now. So Speck is a top 10 candidate right now. There's still a long way to go before we can safely secure these wins on +4 days.
It's going to be a
today Speck caught a -1 race day condition, but it is a pretty short stage, so I'm not too fussed about that. Will be difficult to get another top 10 in this one though. And one thing which is really cool is that in the youth jersey standing, so young rider standing, he is actually placed first. That is probably because he has the same time as others, but in general has had better placements on individual stages than those people. And that's how you get that jersey then, if you have the same time. Today there's quite a bit of wind, so I think in these finishing stages where they are moving that quickly, I can't really stay that far behind. So what I'm going to do is just amp up a little as well and try to keep my position up front a little better than the rest, because this is potentially really dangerous in crosswinds. The escapees have a really good advantage on us. I don't know if we can catch them. 2 minutes still with less than 10 kilometers left to go. I don't think that will work out for us to catch them. But from the provisional overall standings, it looked like there's no one that is really dangerous in there. Alright, I caught a wheel here. Oh, is that part of the lead out train? Maybe, maybe not. Come on, Speck, accelerate. Yes, you can do that. Wow. Okay, he does have quite a bit of acceleration. That was a bit too much because now I don't have any sprint bar left. So that disappeared quickly.
There goes the sprint.
Yes, so the sprint is almost on, but 2.9 kilometers left to the line. And again, I forgot my Speck bar. Not good. Oh, why is everyone going slowly? Renshaw, I want to catch your wheel. No, Speck. Speck, why didn't you sprint earlier? It was a mess. So now just go as fast as you can. We're not 18th place. That was really bad. So the escapees got through, it seems. And let us take a look at what that means for the general standings. Right, 29th. No, not 29th. 29 seconds behind 6th place for Speck. So we came overall placement 6th in this tour. That is quite an achievement. And then, let's see, young rider standing is Speck 1. That isn't too shabby either. So we did have enough good placements in order to stick it out compared to the rest. And yes, this 22-year-old Danish sprinter definitely didn't stand a chance, although he's quite a bit better in the flat. So overall, a really successful first tour, which is of the HC category, where last season it was a seal clubbing directed towards Speck. And now we are among the best in there. Oh well, among the best. We had a lot of luck with race day conditions being far above zero. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But there's a lot more to go with overall shape too. Let's take a look at training before we wrap up this episode. We did lose a little bit here, but we will be maxed out again for the start of the Route of Qatar. And this stage does have a time trial, which means that we won't stand much of a chance in there to place well. Unless our team hires some Australian guys who seem to be doing really well at that. And then we kind of plateau here with our shape, and our tiredness is rising steadily, but not too fast, I think. Well, there are 2 more months to go, or 3 months basically, from here. So yeah, I think having this at 1 definitely is a good choice. Having this at 2 is a good choice as well, and maybe we need to up this to 4 and this to 4 in order to keep a reasonable shape for the coming weeks. We want to keep this around 75% if possible, but maybe not going with a 5 in between, because that saps the strength really quickly and it tires you out drastically. So, I think this is perfect to wrap up this episode. We are going to race the Route of Qatar in the next one, and so far, this is going all well. So, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.